For billions of years, the sun has stood as an untouchable titan, a blazing colossus of plasma and light commanding the solar system with unchallenged authority. Its solar wind, a relentless torrent of charged particles, surges outward, sculpting planets, etching magnetic fields, and defining the very boundaries of our cosmic neighborhood. Nothing has ever dared to defy its might until now. Early data from NASA's Parker Solar Probe and the European Space Agency's Solar Orbiter revealed something unimaginable: a distortion deep within the solar wind. Streams of plasma, which should flow in predictable radiant lines, were bending, curving as if guided by an invisible force. This wasn't chaos. It was precise, symmetrical, almost deliberate. At the heart of this anomaly lies 3I/Atlas, a small, icy interstellar visitor from the depths of space. Initially mistaken for just another comet, like Oumuamua or Borisov, it quickly proved to be anything but ordinary. It wasn't merely reflecting sunlight, it was modulating it, pulsing with rhythmic precision, as if tuned to a hidden frequency. When the James Webb Space Telescope turned its gaze toward this enigmatic object, the data defied explanation. 3I/Atlas wasn't just interacting with sunlight, it was manipulating it, bending the solar wind and syncing with the sun itself. Some call it an anomaly, others whisper of a technology capable of commanding a star. What is 3I/Atlas? A natural phenomenon we can't yet comprehend, or evidence of an intelligence rewriting the laws of physics? Buckle up, because this mystery could reshape how we view not just our sun, but the entire universe. Subscribe now, because what you're about to discover might change everything. The story begins with a ripple, not in light, but in the very breath of the sun. NASA's Parker Solar Probe, humanity's boldest venture into the sun's scorching corona, was plunging through temperatures exceeding 1,000,000 degrees when its sensors detected something impossible. The solar wind, that ceaseless stream of charged particles racing outward at nearly 400 kilometers per second, was behaving erratically. Instead of flowing in smooth, predictable lines, it was twisting, bending as if sculpted by an unseen hand. Scientists initially suspected a glitch, perhaps interference or a calibration error. But when the European Space Agency's Solar Orbiter, positioned millions of kilometers away, reported the same distortion, doubt evaporated. Two spacecraft, observing from opposite ends of the solar system, had captured an identical, inexplicable pattern. The solar wind wasn't just disrupted, it was being shaped, curving along a precise, symmetrical axis. This wasn't the random turbulence of a star's fury, it was organized, almost intentional. As analysts pored over the data, they traced the disturbance to a single point: 3I/Atlas, an interstellar object drifting into the inner solar system. This tiny visitor, no larger than a few hundred meters, was somehow altering the sun's plasma flow, a feat no comet, asteroid, or planet had ever achieved. The implications were staggering. The sun, a cosmic juggernaut that has burned for 4.6 billion years, was reacting to something external. Simulations failed to explain it. No known natural process could account for such precision. Was this a new kind of plasma interaction, or something far stranger? As the data piled up, one thing became clear: 3I/Atlas wasn't just passing through, it was leaving its mark on the heart of our solar system. The mystery deepened when the James Webb Space Telescope, humanity's most powerful cosmic observatory, joined the investigation. Its infrared sensors, capable of piercing the veil of space, locked onto 3I/Atlas. What it revealed was beyond comprehension. The object wasn't merely reflecting sunlight like a typical comet, it was modulating it, altering its intensity and wavelength in rhythmic, predictable intervals. This wasn't the chaotic flicker of a tumbling rock or the sporadic glow of vaporizing ice. It was a pattern, almost like a signal. Webb spectrometers detected oscillations repeating every few minutes, too regular to be natural, too complex to dismiss as chance. The object seemed to absorb solar radiation and re-emit it selectively, as if tuned to a specific frequency. When the sun's output surged, 3I/Atlas didn't just brighten, it dimmed, suggesting it was storing or redirecting energy. This behavior synced eerily with the solar wind's curvature, observed by Parker and the solar orbiter. When the object's light intensified, the plasma's arcs deepened. When it dimmed, they relaxed. It was as if light and plasma were dancing together, choreographed by an unseen intelligence. Scientists scrambled to find a natural explanation, perhaps a rare form of plasma resonance or an unknown material property, but nothing fit. The data suggested something far more unsettling. 3I/Atlas was responding to the sun, manipulating its energy with precision no natural object could achieve. Could this be a glimpse of a technology designed to harness stellar power? The question lingered, heavy and unspoken. Was this interstellar visitor merely reflecting light, or was it communicating with it? The deeper scientists dug, the more extraordinary the findings became. The solar wind's bending wasn't a fleeting anomaly. It was consistent, forming elegant toroidal arcs around 3/Atlas, as if the object were enveloped in a magnetic halo. This wasn't the chaotic scattering of particles you'd expect from a comet's outgassing. It was a controlled deflection, symmetrical and self-correcting. The Parker Solar Probe and Solar Orbiter confirmed the pattern from multiple angles, ruling out instrument error. To achieve this, 3I/Atlas would need to generate a magnetic field millions of times stronger than any known asteroid or comet, rivaling that of a planet or star. Yet this object was a mere speck in cosmic terms. How could something so small wield such power? Simulations estimated the energy required was astronomical, billions of watts, equivalent to a small star's output. The only explanation was a structure capable of storing and releasing electromagnetic energy with perfect efficiency, perhaps a superconductor or a metamaterial unknown to science. The object's rhythmic light pulses, observed by Webb, seemed to fuel this process, converting sunlight into a dynamic magnetic shield. This wasn't just survival in the sun's harsh environment, it was mastery. The data painted a chilling picture. 3I/Atlas wasn't being pushed by the solar wind, it was guiding it, sculpting the sun's plasma like a river bending around a stone. Scientists began to whisper a radical idea. Could this be evidence of a design system, a relic of a civilization capable of manipulating stellar energy? The thought was as thrilling as it was terrifying. As 3I/Atlas drifted closer to the sun, its behavior grew even more perplexing. Unlike comets, which flare erratically as sunlight vaporizes their ice, this object's brightness followed a precise, almost mechanical rhythm. The James Webb Telescope's light curves showed oscillations accurate to microseconds, as if governed by an internal clock. When solar radiation intensified, 3I/Atlas didn't just reflect it, it absorbed it, emitting light at altered wavelengths, suggesting energy conversion. This wasn't the behavior of a lifeless rock. It was the signature of a system, perhaps one designed to harvest stellar energy. Comparisons to known interstellar objects like Oumuamua fell short. Oumuamua's odd acceleration was chalked up to outgassing, a natural process. 3I/Atlas, however, showed no such chaos. Its pulses were deliberate, synchronized with subtle shifts in the sun's magnetic field. Some likened it to a capacitor, storing and releasing energy in controlled bursts. Others called it a cosmic heartbeat, pulsing with intent. The data suggested a feedback loop. The object absorbed sunlight, converted it, and used it to shape the solar wind, which in turn influenced its light emissions. This wasn't passive reflection, it was an energetic conversation with the sun. Theoretical physicists proposed that 3I/Atlas might possess materials capable of channeling electromagnetic energy with unprecedented efficiency, far beyond human technology. Could it be a fragment of a Dyson-like structure, built to siphon energy from stars? The idea seemed outlandish, yet the numbers didn't lie. Every pulse, every arc of plasma followed a rule, not randomness. Was 3I/Atlas feeding on the sun's energy, or was it speaking to it? The implications of these findings pushed scientists into uncharted territory. If 3I/Atlas was indeed manipulating the sun's energy, it hinted at a level of technology associated with a Type II civilization on the Kardashev scale, a society capable of harnessing the full power of a star. Humanity, still struggling to master fusion, lingers below Type 1, tethered to Earth's resources. Yet here was an object, smaller than a moon, demonstrating control over solar plasma and radiation. Could it be a probe, a remnant of a civilization that long ago learned to surf stellar winds? The data supported unsettling possibilities. The object's magnetic field, rhythmic light pulses, and plasma manipulation suggested a self-sustaining system, perhaps autonomous or even intelligent. Some speculated it wasn't a machine in the traditional sense, but a form of evolved matter, where intelligence merges with energy itself. Philosophers joined the debate, asking if such an entity could even be called technology, or if it represented a new phase of cosmic evolution, where civilizations transcend biology to become currents of magnetism and light. The chilling realization followed: if 3I/Atlas was studying our sun, it might not be here by chance. It could be part of a vast network, drifting between stars, collecting energy and data across eons. Our detection of it might not mark first contact, but the moment we finally noticed we were being watched. The universe, it seemed, was no longer a silent void. It was alive with signals we're only beginning to hear. This brings us to the heart of the mystery. What does 3I/Atlas mean for us? For centuries, the sun has been our constant, a symbol of unyielding power. But 3I/Atlas has shown that even the sun can bend. Its ability to sculpt solar plasma and manipulate light challenges everything we thought we knew about the cosmos. Is it a natural anomaly, a rare phenomenon born of physics we don't yet understand, or the echo of a civilization so advanced it speaks the language of stars? The data leans toward the latter, forcing us to confront our place in a universe that may already be inhabited by intelligences far beyond our own. Imagine a future where humanity learns to harness energy like 3I/Atlas, where we don't just burn fuel, but dance with the forces of nature. Yet this vision comes with a warning. Such power demands responsibility. A misstep could disrupt the delicate balance of our heliosphere, unleashing chaos no technology could contain. Perhaps 3I/Atlas isn't here to intimidate, but to teach, master the light, but respect its limits. As it drifts back into the interstellar void, it leaves us with a question that echoes louder than any answer. What if the universe has already surpassed what we dream of becoming? What if intelligence isn't bound to flesh or stone, but flows through the currents of stars? This tiny object, pulsing in sync with our sun, might be a greeting from something ancient and wise, reminding us that the light we study has always been watching back. Don't let this story end here. Subscribe, like, and share to join us in chasing the signals others overlook. Comment below. Do you think 3I/Atlas is a natural wonder or a cosmic machine? And check out our other videos to explore the mysteries waiting beyond our sun's reach.